to tell my students that you will know what you are enjoying if you are a student of University of Abuja. You can see this. That's good. The last speaker spoke very well. And what affects you as students, I just have a little addendum to what he said. What affects you mostly is time management. I've discovered over time that most of you get to the middle of water before you started swimming, when the tide was about to carry you away. I've seen over time that most of our 2-2 graduates from law, when they go to law school, they came out as best students. Most students that we graduate from our university, even as 2-2, you see, if you look at their performance towards the end of their program, they're excellently, but because they didn't see it at the beginning. And I do tell students that, see, if at the point of entrance or at the point of beginning of a semester, you set aside just 3 hours to read, to peruse your book on a daily basis, make it a constant thing. Identify yourself. When do I assimilate most? What time do I assimilate? Is it early in the hour, late in the night? Set out that, even if it is 2 hours, if it is 3 hours, let it be constant. At the end of the week, a week, you will have, if you set aside 3 hours to read, at the end of the week, you will have read for 21 hours. And if this thing is constant, there's nothing new. But just as he mentioned, a lot of things, though important, but not urgent, take away the time. So, I'm encouraging you, or I'm advising you that, you see, this last topic, from experience, affects our output. When he asks you how many of you wants to make first class, we'll be happy if we have as many first class as the number seated in the hall. It will be to, yes, our own credit. But at the same time, we won't be sad if the reverse is the case. So thank you.
Thank you very much. Can you give him a round of applause? That is Mr. Ade of the Department of Mathematics. You see, now I almost converted you to my department. He's of the department, Dr. M.O. Durojaye. I want to, before a very important personality will be leaving us very shortly. She came in when I was doing the formal introduction at the beginning. She wasn't around. I want to introduce the chairperson, the Student Mentoring Scheme Board. The things you see here today, a lot. Most of the people you have the opportunity and the privilege to meet were actually brought in by this humble, great, and virtuous woman. She started this scheme as the General Manager, Talent Development, NNPC, Towers. She has done so much. Today, you can shout out Paragon, Proteges, and then you didn't answer me because I didn't call your name. Proteges. I didn't hear you. Again? Don't worry, we'll do tests at the end of the training. Small test. So you tell me, we smile. A lot, her resources, her time, her energy, and so on. So I want you to give her a very big round of applause. Ma, our students of the Faculty of Engineering, Faculty of Medicine and Surgery, the Faculty of Veterinary Medicine, Faculty of Science, and of course 4 departments from the Faculty of Science: Statistics, Mathematics, Chemistry, and Physics were scheduled today. You will meet very many more as we continue the Mentee's training. We are grateful. Thank you very much, ma'am. We love you, and God bless you. I'm sure she will want to talk with you briefly before she leaves.
We smile. We smile. Because I'm reversing it. You know what happens when some people have exams to do? Their minds are fixed on the way the answers should go. So when the person examining now chants the thing, they are stranded. It's not because they don't know it, but now you spend, like, out of 30 minutes to answer that question, you spend 25 minutes trying to fashion out and wriggle out of it, and so they have low scores. I sat down there listening to all the heavyweight lectures you had today. One thing came to my mind. I told myself, I'm a graduate of most of the students sitting here, their mothers were still girls. Am I lying? I'm not lying. So when I sat here listening to the lectures, today is the first in the series of lectures for mentees. I was one of those that anchored the one for mentors. I said, Jesus Christ, if I had this when I was an undergraduate in UniLag, I would have benefited so much. It would have helped me in the workplace. Did you listen to Prof very well when he was talking about civility in the school? It's there in the workplace. Some people carry this lack of civility right from the secondary school. I've been seeing seniors punishing juniors in the secondary school. My first son attended Navy secondary school. And because of his experience, the younger brother vowed he would run away from the house if we take him to Navy or Army or command school, because of this kind of bullying in the school. So when I listened to Prof and I listened to Dr. Ikede talking about time wasters, I said these children are really, really blessed and privileged. Do you agree with me? You will notice that in the church, in the mosque, every Sunday, every Friday, they are preaching the same thing. Is there anything new they are preaching? No. Why do you think people don't obey these things to the letter? I go to the church. When people are in the church, they are very holy. This is how they walk. They won't wear lipstick. They won't paint their fingernails. They won't wear show your bum bum and show your back. They won't wear book tubes and pedal pushers. But see them on Saturday next week. You'll be wondering. So I pray for you all that the grace to be doers of what you've heard today, God will grant to you. So that your coming here is not in vain. Most students, when they come to school, all they are doing, all they know is that daddy said I must go to the university. Am I wrong? Little do they know that in future, they are the ones that will gain it. I know what I earn every month. How much do I give my father from it? Even if I have to give him that much now. He's almost 99, he doesn't need my money anymore. So what we are saying, you are the ones that will benefit most from this scheme. The mentors are benefiting too, but the university had a target for putting you in this platform. They want you to come out as true graduates that are well grounded in knowledge and character, so that when you go out to the society, outer world that is not protected, a world that is full of thorns and all sorts of creatures, your light will shine and people will look at you and remember UniAbuja and say, that school, they really have good graduates. Are we agreed on this today? That will depend on you doing exactly what you heard today. If I were in your shoes at the end of the day, I'll call my fellow students and say, Can you remember some of the things they said about time management? That is key. Civility. Remember, people would forget what you tell them. They'll forget how you treated them. Can you tell me what Mayor Angelo said they will never forget? How you made them feel. Google Mayor Angelo. A small act of being uncivil to a fellow student, you never can know what he's doing in the brain. And when that person is sulking over that thing you did to him or her, what is happening to the time? It's wasting his time, and that can affect his academics. On this note, I will leave you into the hands of God, that God will grant you the grace to be doers of what you have heard. God will never allow you to waste your time. And when the devil comes knocking on your door, let's go out to party. When I was an undergraduate in the University of Lagos, I could count about 20 people that died through accident. And where were they coming from? Parties. They must have been dead drunk, and they would drive daddy's car or mommy's car. Everybody in the car would just go. I hope you don't do that here. Some girls will go out with men. The men will parade them before their guests. They say strip naked. They'll parade them, do like this, do like that. So when they face this act of humiliation, when they get back to the campus,